What's up, Master Builders, and welcome back to Ginty Bricks Railway. And today we are looking at the oldies of Far Cry. Yes, that will be Fergus and Glynn, the coffee pot engine. Okay, I'm not sure if Fergus should be classed as the Far Cry engine. I'm not sure where on Soda he would be based, but at the moment I would actually class him as an Far Cry engine, because that's might be where I'm going to place him. But the reason why I am doing these two at the same time is because nothing really have changed with these two. So I don't want to give them a separate video just talking about the same thing, even though there might be one or two differences on Glynn. But yes, I thought I might as well join them together so you can get to the more important character like Stephen, who's going to be next, quicker. Oops, spoilers. Anyway, let's talk about Fergus, because he's got the least amount of things to say about him, because he's still the same as when I first built him. Of course, a redesign would be a good option at the moment, especially like I could build this part on its side, so the driver could have a bit more space instead of, oh no, wait, hold. I just realised he's actually in the coal bunker. He's meant to be up there. Oh dear, what are you doing in the coal bunker? Yeah, that's meant to be his coal bunker. If I build it like sideways, then he would actually have a bit more space up there. But let's talk about himself a bit more. So you can just see the buffers are the old-fashioned one where I got super long buffer beams. He will definitely have the new updated buffers soon, and especially the coupling rods. Like, these are the very old coupling rods of what I used to do in the olden days before all the new versions. So they will definitely change as well. But that is being connected to a bracket piece, so it doesn't look a bit too off-court. And yeah, I think when I designed this, I was thinking like it should be a bigger wheels. Like this one should be a bigger wheel and this one should be a bigger wheels. I might look into that though, because I think since I became a bit more experienced with the building engines, this might actually be a bit more of a trickier job. I just realised I got the buffer beam a bit wrong. Yeah, man. So I might go back into the drawing board to see which size wheel is Fergus. But if you want to see how the spacing of the wheels is like one of those spaces in red, and make sure that the round one is towards the engine and the ones with studs like outwards is at the wheels. Fergus is a 2 width at the body size. The actual boiler itself is one of those 2x2 with studs on the top, so that's how you got this awesome greebling like studs with jumpers. So you got funnels. This funnel is like one of those pistons kind of thing. And that connects to this little black box as well. That's on a jumper, also connected to this. This actually is a part of what George looks like, so heads up for that. But yeah, it's a black box is basically a stud on the side with all 4 studs, binoculars on the top, give it a little bit of greebling, and then you got this little piston section. I think I will change the piston to the normal, like this type of piston rod in the future. But until then though, this is what I got. Yeah, I do need to think about redesigning Fergus at one point. I better show you this side first before showing you the other side, because they are a bit different. The big wheels, these are Big Ben bricks, and I will put a link down below or where to find them. And then you've got mostly slopes going everywhere. Tiles going around all the section. The actual pins are going through the pistons. So this little washer is actually a part of the flywheel that we will see in a second. There's another buffer beam that will be updated very soon. Take it away so you can actually see the studs on the side connection. That's the coal bunker that the driver was, funny enough, was in, a silly driver. If I redesign it, I definitely have to make sure that there are some controls there, because that would be awesome. And this side, you only got the slope, the small slope up here, and then you got the flywheel just here. I might nick George's idea of the flywheel. That's another character who will be coming up soon. But at the moment though, this is the flywheel that I picked for Fergus. I need to buy a red one so it goes into the setter. But all the rest is pretty much just straights. You can just see the actual tube here to offset it a bit to connect with the pistons. But apart from that though, that is pretty much Fergus. The driver is basically wearing Groundskeeper Willie's jacket on. And Glynn, his wheels is not flange. That's because I want small wheels, but I don't want them to go too over, because it's like I want to keep this intact. Like I don't want to put grooves in it. So what I'm doing is put a brick underneath so he can actually just sit on the tracks. When I updated the track pieces, I definitely have to upgrade his brick to become a 2x2 bricks instead of a 4x. Or maybe I might miss out that part of the track and just put 1x1s instead, so I know where Glynn meant to stay. Hello there. Yeah. You definitely have a little redesign. Like the wheels are now the perfect size, and also his he's got red coupling rods as well. That's the improvement. Oh, I just can't stop doing that. I think I've seen somebody who did a better buffer beam for a coffee pot engine, so I might see if I can redesign that to fit it, because they got that brand new 2x2 with holes, like curves with holes in it, so 1x2 with holes in it, that might be perfect for that. Definitely have to redesign, well, change that, update that to the buffers that I got now. Got a little box, the handbrake, that's just a triangle with a steering wheel. Binoculars on both sides, that's with a stud, a golden stud to edge it about to make it more greebly. Glynn does got nameplates, nothing on it, but at least you know there's nameplates. His coffee pot boiler is basically just like the normal steam engines, where they are a 4x4 bricks and studs, bricks and plates upwards. But the top is basically one of those curves that you basically that's what I normally use for normal engines. But this is actually for once being a boiler, and a tube is basically just a normal tube with a golden thing on the end. And yeah, basically his face is just bricked upwards. And you can just see the studs on the side. From that, his lamp is actually red, and his filler cap is also red as well. So for Glynn, I would love to maybe redesign him one more time. Not really like the face or thing. Maybe see if I can smooth out the bottom part. Maybe put some more gravel in. And yeah. Oh, and also the back of Glynn is remove the boiler. It's just this little thing that I put at the back to make it look greebly. But yeah, maybe Glynn might need one more last, both of them need one more last redesign. But until then, though, thank you everybody for watching this video, and I hope I see you next time. Next one will definitely be Stephen the Wocket. And until then, though, cheerio!